Hello guys, today we are going to study the making of certain special designs. These designs are not the same as the ones we have been trying to master from previous experiences. They are not like this. Even these ones, if you tell someone that you have just used the Pixel Lab and only the Pixel Lab, they may not agree. Yes, it is because certain designs exist and these designs aren't originally created using such as a Pixel Lab or a particular computer. They are produced at internet places where special studios provide the means to create them. For instance, this color. Unless you have stolen them from a photo and remove the background, you cannot create it yourself using a particular application, or else except if they are themselves templates somewhere. This one can be created in a way, but that is not a normal way of doing things, because you are going to spend too much time doing one thing and it will be very complex and the work may not end up accurate, looking exactly like this one. So that is why in the creation of posters, in the creation of flyers which have these features, we will have to give this kind of explanation. A poster is normally larger than a flyer because a poster is often placed to announce a big public event, a big public concern, like a concert by a musician or a band, a cinema show by actors, or just like a poster of an actor to be used to advertise a movie or a cinema or any kind of a film, or a seminar invitation that is of interest to the public, or any kind of special such things. And therefore you will be seeing features which are necessary to be placed upon the poster, but which we cannot create using a particular small mobile phone application. Even if we create them using some of our techniques, we will not end up as accurate as we can see them. And everybody, including children, know that this is that. But we are unable to be accurate. So to do so, we will have to go online. We will have to either go to a particular website they refer to as PNG3. They refer to as what? PNG3.com, and take out the particular shape we want to use to create decoration, thereby eventually removing its background. Or we go to prepic.com to see designs and maybe cut out something using screenshots, which is not necessarily the best way to get resources from them. Or we go to stock that Adobe that come to do the same thing, or we just keep moving about certain places of the internet to get what we are not supposed to be getting from them, therefore to be irrational. And as such, this lesson is meant to address this issue. If you are creating a concert, remember you should always put this tag. This is what you can do in our Pixel Lab. But the background here, even the background here, we can do it using the Pixel Lab. Everything on this particular concert poster can be done using Pixel Lab. So I'm not talking about this kind of poster. But this kind of poster, we can hardly do it using the Pixel Lab. Except that if we agree to spend a lot of time thereby making a complex series of activities, going about internet places, doing this and doing that, and cutting this and cutting that, and doing a lot of things before we can create just a single poster. If I keep explaining this, it will be boring. And so here we are trying to create a small poster that talks about a new movie called The Color Addict. But remember, these are all my imaginations, and I am not a filmmaker. So they will not be as accurate as the filmmakers do this. In fact, the movie does not exist. Any resemblance is just a coincidence, and the photo of the actress is just here because she has made it public. Therefore, we get into the Pixel Lab, clean the feature available, bring in shape, click OK, click from gallery, and paste our sample, what we are going to mimic. And when we do that, we send it to back and bring it out. Remember, if you don't understand this language, I'm saying bring it out, move it in, and you don't know what to touch to do it, it means you have not properly learned your previous lessons, especially the Pixel Lab boxes. Inside that Pixel Lab boxes, I gave you an exercise and I explain all of the features that we have here. So at this place, all you need to do first is to apply this. After applying it, you raise it up. You raise it up like this. Okay? And then you bring this one down. I think this is the easiest way. This is the easiest way to do it. Not that it is the only way, but it is the easiest way. And you activate it, and then you click OK. Normally, the left end will look transparent. The reason is simple. Because we have twisted it irregularly. Whenever you twisted things irregularly, that's what they do. We will try to see that the part we will use is the part that is not transparent. And so we will be adding and subtracting the size until we are lucky. But this one creates a very big dimension, a very huge dimension that in the end makes us unable to save the end products in the quality we can save on a mobile phone. So my friends, that is it. Immediately we are done with this, we activate color. Wow. When you activate color while your finger, your pointer is on the background, that's what happens. Yes. So now we should bring in another shape. But this shape, we are lucky, is just a small shape. A small little shape that is meant to just simulate the picture above. This is just enough. So we click OK and we take it there. If it is correct, then we can just reduce its size using this angle. If we use this angle, all angles will not change. All angles will not change. Except that sometimes we will have to come back again. And do the doable like this and click OK. And that is normal with graphic designs. In fact, your capability to do these manipulations speak volume in terms of your skills. Immediately we do this, we click the red feature and bring it to the front like this. And very quickly we still click for shape and click all that we can click, and then we apply this sort of things and reduce these things and activate it and click OK. What else is we make it large, not larger than this, yes, as large as this, and we increase it because the essence is we want to cover this place. Remember, you should be able to discern. You should not be always told how something has been done. Immediately you do this, you activate color, and this color is black, the kind of black at the right end. If we leave it like this, it is also a new design, but we push it to back. Therefore, it has now covered everything that this photo, the photo of this girl or the photo of this lady, Jackie Appiah, will not be seen from below. It will rather be under that shape. And that is how we will keep sending one feature after another till we are perfectly satisfied. And now we start by fetching circular shapes. If we fetch one circle, we click OK, we click color and activate it, and then find an ash color at the right end of the palette, and then reduce its size to, let's say, 2 by 2. 2 by 2, and click OK. And then what do? We click relative position, this one, and then click center, and then click down. Then it is here. Then we click positioning, and we position it appropriately. Don't worry, it is a bit bigger, but do not worry. Next is to press the third left icon, which is copy, and we copy it, and we click the relative position as we did, and press center and press down, thereby bringing it again, and we click up. It is not as big yet, but do not worry again, and we click copy, and we click center, and we click down, and we paste it again, and we will use position, either the relative position, to drive it to the appropriate location. But still, do not worry, because we got it. We got it. And yet, we copy it again, and we click the center, and we click down, and we press OK, and then we drive it using positioning to the right location, and we press it up. Having done all this, what remains to us is we need to make this unseen in order to make sure that these little photos, as little as they are of importance to us. We should make sure that these little photos have been placed with care. So when we do that, we are sure we are on our path to accuracy. The next is we match them. When we match them, that's how we do. We match them. Having matched them, they are now the same item, a single item. So we quickly, we can increase them, we can reduce them. So we reduce them. We will have to increase their height, and then reduce them like this, and then use this, press center, and make sure they are at the center, and click OK, and drive them a bit down, and then click OK. And then what else? We bring back our Miro flyer to continue with our activities. And this time around, we are not wasting a lot of time. So we say this movie has won several awards in the movie industry since 2030. You know that this is not true, because we are not up to 2030. This movie has won several awards. Including the Best Black Movie Award since 2050. So you should be able to always add beauty to your writings, to your things. So that is it. We are now a bit moderate, a bit provocative, and a bit of what. But remember, this is only a template. And then we bring in another shape to be able to create this line. Immediately we bring this, we reduce its height from the relative size. So here we should have to use our own hand, otherwise we will suffer. But before that, we should gauge the length, because if we keep pushing, it will reach a level where our finger cannot do anything, except if we have very tiny finger. Then we activate color and give it an ash color, the ash color that it is. And then we bring in more texts. These texts are the final text. We write the name of the movie, that is The Color Addict. This movie does not exist, but it is possible. The Color Addict, because people are color addict, I understand. Everybody is addicted to some color. You will see something very good, but they will not say, hey, this is, I don't like this color. So they are addicted to certain colors only. That's what I want to say. As a little amateur graphic designer, one has to be able to know this. And then we will have to write an AGM graphics movie. If you notice one thing here, we are not at the moment, we are not decorating the logo. This is because we are already done with logo creation as regards this level. All of them are bearing ash colors. So if we cannot put ash color at one place or another, it is because we are human beings. But this is not always a reason. In graphic design, you should always try to do what you can do and check thereafter. So this text is similar. It's very small. At this point, we can say we are done, except that we will have to bring in the photo, this lady's photo. So to bring the photo perfectly, still we will need the old flyer. And so we go down to bring this photo, so that probably by 26 minutes we would have finished it. That is exactly the place. And then we send it to back like this, and then we hide this. And then what else? We don't hide this. Here I want to make a mistake, but God forbid it that I should have to do everything right. At this moment, we place our decoration here. Having done that, then it is safe. We say goodbye to this. So this is the flyer in essence. This is the poster. But this poster is not yet the poster until we have a background to it. And I don't know what background we should put, but let us try a few. If we put a white background, let us go to background. We always press the third of the 4 below buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth to get our background color at whatever level, at whatever point of poster or flyer production. So here you can either make it transparent, make the background transparent, or bring in an image at the back so that the background looks like something else. For instance, we can bring in an image. We can bring in an image from our downloads. Our downloads here. We can look at one image that looks very appropriate for movies like that of this lady. Let us say this one. We can bring this one by just reducing this Coca-Cola thing and clicking OK. So you see, this is how it will look like if we bring this one, except that from below we will have to do some decorations. And still, if we go in again to our download folder and paste this one, you will see that this is the impact it brought. So that is how impact will always be brought. If we keep going back, therefore, at this point, we will have to put in color. And this color is not but the black. Unfortunately, something is going wrong. So maybe we copy something. Therefore, we'll have to delete this one. Something went wrong. Something went wrong today. Everything gets upset. We will keep pressing back. So we are now back to where we lost the points. That is something we never spoke about when we come to an application or a computer. There is no 100% guarantee. You might press something you think would help, but instead, contrary will take place. So we can add this and call it the background and thereby make a poster. We can add this too, depending on which one is better. Is this one better or this one? But if this class is communicative, I know some of you guys will just click in and tell me which one we should have to use. But I think if we use this one, it can also be, or use this one. But if we use black, if we use this one is also okay. This is because no color in this world is what it is without light. That is one of the rules of designing. So if we put black, only the pictures are those lights. If we put light, the pictures are light, are the dark, and the light forces us to look at the pictures. Just like also here, the light forces our eyes to relax on the photos. And so let us take this one as our one and only background. So with this little effort to address the making of poster, flyer, concert flyer, seminar, and all those class of flyer, I hope you have really understood what we are up to and how we want to create it. Therefore, we can successfully go to our Pixel Lab folder, the folder from which our outputs are seen, to get the new feature. I hope you have all gained from this presentation, like I did myself. And I hope every one of you is going to sit down and carry out the project, his exercise, this poster. Remember, you can always remove background by sending it to us at that number or via WhatsApp. Just look at the admin of the class from WhatsApp and take the number and send your photos. We are going to remove the background for you. And for those who are on our Google class, they will do the same thing through communicating by the channel we want them to communicate to us. And remember, you can always get us on Facebook at the designated Facebook page, which is AGM Class or AGM Graphics. If you search for that in your Facebook, you will get us, and whatever communication you place, it will definitely reach us. Thank you for watching. Remember, we want you to invite others into this group, to invite others to also join and learn the skills you are learning. We also want you to subscribe to our channel and also help us in reaching the outer world. Thank you. Goodbye and See you in another class.